Hi, so today we're going to be doing a overhead walking lunge with a kettlebell. The first thing is to find a kettlebell that is comfortable for you to hold above your head during the duration of the exercise. Today we're going to start out with a 10-pound kettlebell. The walking lunge is an overhead press with lunging. So it's a great resistance exercise that incorporates lower body and some upper body strength. So to break it down, we're first going to stand hip width apart, and we're going to lift the kettlebell up above our head with our arm right next to our ear. From here, we're going to step out with one leg, doesn't really matter which one, and you're going to step where your knee stays over your ankle, your chest is up, and your arm stays near your head. From there, you're going to step up and continue to alternate and walk. So you want to give it a try? So hip width apart. You're going to lift the kettlebell up above your head. Nice. And we're going to take one step forward, keeping your knee over your ankle and your upper body straight up. Nice. You want to do one more? Good. Both of your knees are roughly 90 degrees. Bend. And your arms straight up. Nice. So common mistakes for the overhead lunge is when you're in the low position, having your knee too far past your toe, because this puts extra strain on your patellar tendon. You want to actually sit down and back so your knees are both roughly 90 degrees, keeping your chest and your torso up right over your hips. The second mistake for the overhead walking lunge is when you're in your low position, you want your hips, shoulders, and arm to be stacked right over each other. So when you're stepping up, you don't want to bend forward and step up. You want to keep all of them straight, aligned, and stacked on top of each other, like this, to keep the strain off of your spine.
So today we're going to learn how to do lateral med ball tosses. It's a great rotational strength and power exercise, a ballistics power exercise. And so we'll show you how to do one of them. And so to break it down, we'll start with med ball that you can comfortably throw at the wall. Today we're going to use 10 pounds. You don't want to go too heavy that you're lugging the ball up the wall. So we're going to start with our feet about a little wider than shoulder width apart. And you're going to turn out your inside foot about 45 degrees, the foot that's closer to the wall. You're going to hold the ball in your hands closer to your outside hip. And then when you're going to rotate your hips towards the wall and pivot your foot with you. It's important that you pivot your foot and don't just twist your body. The foot's going to come with you. And when you're about halfway through your rotation, toss the ball at the wall. And then obviously make sure you catch it on the way back. Otherwise, you're going to chase after it. So today, we're going to teach you how to do med ball tosses. So stand right there, perfect. And so you'll turn out your inside foot a little bit. There you go. And holding the ball. Remember, when you rotate, you're going to bring your hips through, so your hips are pointing at the wall. And make sure you pivot your foot as you go. Nice. Remember, bring your hips through a little bit more. Nice and powerful. There you go, throwing it at the wall. Good job. So one of the common mistakes of a lateral med ball toss is when you're doing your rotation, is you don't pivot your foot. And so you'll be standing here and tossing the ball. What that does is your hips don't come all the way through, and it can put a lot of strain on your torso if you rotate with your torso, or if you don't rotate enough at all, it can put a lot of strain on your knee, bringing it in. So you want to make sure when you're going, rotate your foot and your hips towards the wall so you can bring your whole body with you. So the next mistake